This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Lobos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Broncos offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt, this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he
lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So New Mexico's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Lobos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Madsen. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Here on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like...
Touchdown Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Lobos line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Backed up now, here's second and long. He leaves it with the back. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Riley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Lobos send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, his head is spinning. To throw, it's Madsen. 5 fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here we go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Turning it on. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Broncos have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Into the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. This offense has it with really good field position. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Riley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock it for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. All wideouts, no backs. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
With the catch, it's Marshall. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Broncos come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Creates a little room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
It's so challenging to stop. The field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short save. Way they pick up a few. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Right on the money. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 7. And they are set up. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's McKinney. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Humphrey. And he's to the ground. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Key. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll try the run. Bounding over the top. Taken down after the hurdle, but he picked up the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Finding open areas. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays.
There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Sherrod. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Broncos line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And it's another 1st and 10 play. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Valdez. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
My goodness gracious, he is on fire. Are you kidding me? 5 sacks last week. That's his 3rd today. Everything he's doing is working, and these quarterbacks have to be absolutely scared out of their minds.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Gonna run it. It's Sherrod. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos... is dialed up this time. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Going to the ground. Tackle is made at the 7. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Flushed out of the pocket. Gonna try to get it himself. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards, so I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were.